cover this next time I do a live on YouTube because it's too long, but I want to highlight something from this demon's speech at the UN yesterday. Also, before you listen to this clip, just know as you listen to it that they brought in people like stand-ins to make it seem like he was getting a lot of applause, which is so embarrassing. It's the same shit they did when he spoke to Congress. They actually brought like props in, like actors, to make it seem like more people were cheering for him. Because in real life, it was half empty, and as you can see, all these delegates got up and walked out.
Out of the one and only Jewish state continues to be a moral stain on the United Nations. It has made this once respected institution contemptible in the eyes of decent people everywhere. But for the Palestinians, this UN House of Darkness is home court. They know that in this swamp of anti-Semitic bile, there's an automatic majority willing to demonize the Jewish state on anything. In this anti-Israel flat earth society, any false charge, any outlandish allegation can muster a majority.
House of Darkness? That's just like straight up racist. Like, you're not even pretending you're not racist. Why are they still in the UN? Like, I know the UN is useless, they don't do anything, but if you're gonna be useless and not do anything, why are you allowing these war criminals to still be in the UN? They should be kicked out. Full stop. At a different point in this speech, he again smears American citizens protesting and calls them agents of Iran. It's so embarrassing that Americans aren't getting more mad about that. I don't know, we're all kind of products of our environment, so as an American, I can't help but have a little bit of my chauvinism come out and be like, get the fuck out of my country. Who the fuck do you think you are? Bringing your demonic ass into my country, into my city, and giving a speech smearing American citizens who are protesting against your demonic regime. This is the same UN that still has not given Palestine statehood. And our ambassador, Linda Thomas Greenfield, just like 2 weeks ago was like, they haven't met all the requirements. So Palestine hasn't met all the requirements to get statehood, but these clowns can keep breaking international law over and over and over again, killing endless numbers of civilians, doing terrorist attack after terrorist attack. And some on social media are now bragging, saying that Hassan Nasrallah was possibly killed in a targeted airstrike in Beirut. And they're like, oh, how base, they did it while Netanyahu was in the US. For those of you who don't know, by the way, Nasrallah is one of the leaders of Hezbollah, which is also a political party in Lebanon. To act like just taking him out, just like they did with Ismail Haniyeh, is not a form of terrorism or an attempt to start a war is incredibly naive. They couldn't do it to their cabinet, so they're allowed to be in the UN as they terrorize states surrounding them. And even during this speech, he threatened like the entire Middle East. He's like, the long arm of Israel will come for anyone in the region. Just casual threats. Racism against Palestinians while Palestinians still don't get statehood, and then they all keep saying things like, well, that's because no one wants to take them, no one wants to take them, which is so incredibly racist when they repeat that, because you're saying that they're animals who can't govern themselves. I would also like to remind everyone that there are a lot of figures throughout history that were not considered as evil as we all agree they are now at the time. And I think a lot of people agree that he is really evil. But as time goes on, it will become even more apparent, and he will be up there with the rest of the, or I should say down there because he's going to hell, with the rest of them demons.